LW Auto Head here today, and I have another video for you guys. I'm going to show you guys how to change your drive belt and serpentine belt on a 2016 Mazda 3 hatchback 2.5 liter engine. And right here is where the belt is. This is where the belts are located. You got the serpentine belt right here, which is run off the alternator, the AC compressor, and the crank pulley on the passenger side of the car. That's where it's located. Just to show you guys the 2.5 liter, there's a sticker underneath the hood you can look at. The group is going to tell you the 2.5 group right there, liter. That's how you know what liter engine your car has. So basically, I'm gonna show you guys with a little bit of tools, not too much, what you need to do to take out this serpentine belt. And there's another belt, has two belts. There's a drive belt down here that runs off the water pump, and the crank pulley is all the way down there. It's a little belt down here. The little belt sensors in the way, but you see it. It's down there. Yeah, once you look in the engine compartment, you'll see it. And this is the belt right here, the new one that I'm replacing it with. So all you need is you need a ratchet, 3/8 ratchet with a 3-inch extension, and you need a 8mm open end wrench, or 5/16. It's the same as 8mm. So you need that, and then you need a magnet pickup tool just in case you drop something in there in the engine compartment. So you can just use the magnet pickup tool to pick it up. Also, you're gonna need a long ratchet with an extension, or just something long, a breaker bar, long breaker bar, 3/8. And you need a 17mm socket, but the socket on there is a 17mm. There's a little notch right there that it goes on, not the first one, but the second one. This one, it goes on that one. The 17mm socket goes on that one, so you can loosen the tensioner. It has a hydraulic tensioner right here, and you need to put a 17mm socket, or you can fit a 1/4 ratchet or extension long one in there, so you can pry on the hydraulic tensioner to loosen the serpentine belt. So yeah, once that's done, then you can take off this belt right here. That's how you have to do that, but I'll show you guys that real quick. That's that belt that I was talking about. From this angle you can see the belt. And like I said, once you hook up an extension with a ratchet and a 17mm down here on that little spot where the hydraulic tensioner is supposed to be pried, so you can loosen it up. Once you do that, so all you have to do is just pry it towards the engine like that, and then you basically loosen it up, and you can take it out like this. It comes off a lot easier. Just remember how it's routed, and then put it back the same way. You can do this from the top of the engine. You don't have to go underneath it. Take out the under cover protector or the fender cover. You don't have to do all of that. And once you take out this, like I said, you can replace it a lot easier. There's a pulley right here. I don't know if you guys will be able to see what I'm talking about. Yeah, that pulley right there with the bolts on there, they're 8mm bolts. You really can't get a socket on there, so that's why you need a wrench, open end wrench, or you can get a ratcheting wrench. like I said, 5/16, 8 millimeter. It's the same thing. And then you have to stick this extension. Well, this is how I did it. You don't have to do it this way, but I put the extension, I put it in the hole of the pulley, of the water pump pulley down here. I don't know if I can show you guys, because tight space. I just put it in right in one of the holes, that's open holes in there. Put it in there, make sure it's go all the way down, and then you put this ratchet on there and hold it in there, and then you loosen up the bolts that's right here, and then you loosen up these bolts. There's 3 of them, and you loosen them up. Mine's already loosened up. I could just unscrew them with my hand. The other one that I loosen up is right here. But once you loosen it up, everything just comes apart. The belt comes out with the, you can take the belt out with the pulley like that. I'm just gonna unscrew it with my hand because I already done it. But basically, you wanna put your hand behind here, like towards the back of the car, or in the engine compartment. And I already loosened it up, so that's why I'm using my hand. But use that ratchet to just crack it loose, and you could take it off the rest of the way with your hand. It's a little bit of tight spot, but it's way better than most cars. This is a 4-cylinder, so it has a lot more space. It's a big engine bay with a lot of space, not like the V6s. And God, don't even get me started on the V8s, because they have no space in them, basically no space. So you do everything from the top here. Do the belt. The belts are recommended, I believe, at 60K. And so now that I have loosened that last bolt, the pulley just came off. You don't have to get a puller. You don't have to pull the pulley off with anything. It just, once you loosen those bolts, it just comes off. I got them right here, and it just comes off like this. Just taking the belt is basically loose, and this is a drive belt, so it don't require a lot to you know, go back on. Yeah, by the way guys, to take off the belt back here, you have to take off this belt in the front first, because it's not gonna come out without that being removed. So like I said, you just pry it towards the back of the engine, and you just pull it off the alternator. Just remember how it's routed, and it should just come out. Once it's loose, I just pull it out. This is a new belt, and then the tension goes back, and then that one comes off. So this one comes off right down here. So as you can see, this one is an old belt. My car has 75,000, and it's overdue for a new one. Water pump and crank pulley belt. Just make sure you match it with the new one, and they're pretty much the same. The part number, for you guys who want to buy the same, I bought this from eBay, so for you guys who want to buy the same thing, this is the part number. The part number for the serpentine belt right here, for you guys who want to see it. On eBay, you can just put your car model and trim and engine, and they'll give you the part that you need. But just in case for you guys, so same way you took it off, that's the same way you put it back. It's not that hard. Like I said, you don't need that much tools. Mazda makes it really simple to change your serpentine belt, not like some other cars. LW out of here. Thank you for watching. Till next time, peace.